Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown L.A. as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from SoFi. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, and there's a big hit right away. He is knocked down hard on the opening kickoff. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Khalil Mack, 3-time All-Pro. In there to bag another one. This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They'll indeed go for it with Allen. This one, downfield for Kincaid. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for a 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's Dobbins. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. To the goal line and in. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Play action. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return.
At the Bills' 34-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. That one into the hands of Smart. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown Chargers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Dicker, good with the extra point. 1 quarter in the books. 14-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Out of the end zone, it's Ty Johnson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. On play action, Allen. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
And that is incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure pressure on him play after play. But the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are...
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Denzel Perryman. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Alohi Gilman.
And just incredible field position for them following that interception. And you could bet, Mike, as this offense is taking the field, they're telling their defense, hey, nice job here, fellas, but don't bother taking those helmets off. Give us a couple plays, we punch this thing in, and we're going to get you guys right back out there.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Justin Herbert, touchdown, LA. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw. Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Allen working from the pistol. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Open man, that's Amari Cooper. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before half. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Curtis Samuel, touchdown Buffalo.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills get back in it. It is 21-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Darius Davis to return it. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Herbert now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The 1st half has come to an end. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy. So if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the 2nd half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this 2nd half.
Now Allen on 1st down. Cooper with the grab.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
When you give the ball to the fullback, it just hits a lot faster, so it puts a lot of pressure on the defense to trust their reads and react. It's exactly what we saw here. They're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. It is brought in the end zone. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Bills. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Davis now to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll give it to Dobbins. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Herbert. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Herbert to throw. He connects with Disley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's to the tight end, Hurst. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now it's Dobbins. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now Herbert. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Did they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Herbert to throw for it on 4th down. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be 1st and goal. And he's got another one. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is his 3rd touchdown. touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. First and 10. Allen will throw. He's looking deep for Shakir. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
A loss of a yard brings up
second and 11. They'll drop to throw. And he's in. Will Dissly. Touchdown Chargers. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Denzel Perryman. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Josh Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Throwing now, Allen here on first down. That's over the middle, taken in by Cooper. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton.